we teamed up with Steelcase, a leading design and manufacturing firm, to bring a career insight day to young people. This was a perfect opportunity for those interested in learning more about the creative industries, engineering, architecture or psychology, and see how these areas are applied in the workplace. Held in Steelcase's newly refurbished London office during October half term, students learnt how furniture products are designed and manufactured. They also discovered how spaces are expertly curated to meet a client need and make a workplace enjoyable. Students got involved in a practical design activity, enabling them to apply some of the concepts they'd learnt to create functional and beautiful workspaces. It was amazing to see the students get into creative mode and completely redesign spaces, knocking down walls, adding more lighting, introducing soundproofing, just some of the ideas that the students had to bring a space to life. As part of the day, young people heard from a range of speakers from different backgrounds and walks of life, from space designers and product engineers to warehouse coordinators and operations managers. The presenters explained the variety of career pathways and diverse skills required in the industry. Here's how the young people found the day.
Yeah, I found today very helpful, very informative. I recommend this to everyone, and it's been a pleasure working with Papa today.
I really enjoyed today because I got to learn about all the different roles you can take in the design and manufacturing industry.
One thing I've learned about today is that there's no one pathway to being a part of the design and manufacturing career.
An activity I enjoyed was when we all got into our groups and we learned how to analyse a space and talk about how we can improve it and then evaluate it in the end. I just thought that was really interesting.
What do we start with?
You say where we are.
Oh, no, we don't. We say our names.
No, you say where we are. What I learnt today was that there is a lot of different types of designs and technology and a lot of different careers that you could take part in.
To be honest, I loved the whole experience. I liked I preferred the more active things that we did.
My favourite speaker was the woman that was from Orange Box, and she explained to us how she created pods to have secluded areas for studies and independent works, and she really inspired me.
So one of the suggestions was like the lighting and how there wasn't like any natural lighting, and like how the colours of like the items, surface and stuff like that weren't really they were too neutral and they weren't like popping out, they weren't giving ideas and they weren't really inspiring something, they were just they were bland, they kind of mixed in with the walls and stuff like that.
Brilliant. So what were your suggestions?
So I was saying how try brighten it up, try get more sunlight in, get windows and try popping out the colours, getting more greenery and stuff like that, making it more lively.
What interests me most is seeing the different routes into which you can get a career, especially with Steelbox. A lot of people, they took different routes and they all kind of ended up in the same place, and it was really interesting to see and kind of gave me opportunity and gave me more optimism about the method in which I can take for future.
The activities today, we got to redesign the areas around these buildings here. We got to see how they're designed, and we got to work with some of the people that have knowledge in architecture and design and work with them to come up with new ideas on how to improve these buildings and spaces to be more inclusive to everyone.
I learned that certain furniture types must go through certain design processes so that they can be as efficient for the customer.
So you learn a lot about STEM jobs, but I've never really learned about art and creative jobs that are in the creative industry. So I wanted to learn about what kind of stuff you can do in there.
Today I learned about how being creative is such a big part in the design and manufacturing industry, especially at Steelcase.
Thanks to Mom for holding this meeting.
You